All right, Shalom. Mr. Brother Quina. I'd like to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radas. Peace and blessings to all the brothers in this truth. Just going to do a quick lesson today, right? The Spirit jumped on me to do a quick lesson regarding, the law and, the law of usury. But it's kind of like two messages in here, right? Because I'm going to touch on some scriptures. I'm going to touch on a scripture in Leviticus and then a few in Deuteronomy. And what it's going to explain is how we're supposed to deal with each other as a nation, right? As a nation of Israel, the Israelites, right? So the law of usury, right? Or this video that I'm going to do is going to explain, the difference between when they speak in certain contexts, when they're speaking of Gentiles, which means the other nations, right? Because a lot of people try to say that when it speaks about the Gentiles, it's talking about the other nations, right? And which is in the New Testament. But what they fail to realize is the definition of Gentile just means like nation. It just means nation, or it can mean stranger. You see what I'm saying? Sojourner, heathen. You see what I'm saying? It could mean these other words too. So that's why you got to be careful. And when you hear the word Gentile, and you got to be ever mindful and make sure you're paying attention to the context that the word Gentile is being spoken into. You see what I'm saying? Because and so in here is going to kind of give you an idea how we're supposed to deal with each other as a nation. And also, it's going to kind of give you an understanding of, in certain contexts, when it's speaking of Gentiles, who it's talking about. You see what I'm saying? And this particular context that I'm about to read is going to be talking about both the nation of Israel, Gentiles, and the other nation, Gentiles, right? So this is Leviticus 25, and I'm going to jump to verse 35, and it says, "And if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger," right, "or a Gentile, or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. Take thou no usury of him or increase, but fear thy God, that thy brother may live with thee," right? Verse 37. "Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him thy victuals for increase." Meaning, you can't loan him money and then want more back, or like put tax on it. You see what I'm saying? And this is talking about an Israelite or a Gentile, as some would say, right? Even though it don't actually use the word Gentile, but it calls him a stranger. You see what I'm saying? And so he would be considered a Gentile, but he an Israelite. That's why it's giving you how you're supposed to deal with the brother. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now from there we're gonna go to the book of Deuteronomy, and I'm gonna show you the difference. We're gonna jump to Deuteronomy in the 23rd chapter, right? And we're gonna go to the 20th verse. It says, "Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury." Wait, but hold on. So now, yeah, I should have kept it. Because in Leviticus 25, in verse 35, what did it say? It said, "And if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger," right? That word stranger again, right? And then when we jump to Deuteronomy 23 and verse 20, it says, "Unto a stranger." You see what I'm saying? So back here in Leviticus 25 verse 35, it says, "Unto a stranger," right? But at the beginning, you gotta make sure you pay attention to the context, because at the beginning it calls him that particular stranger, it calls him thy brother. You see what I'm saying? It said, "And if thy brother be waxen poor," right? And then jumping down a little bit, say, "Though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee, take thou no usury of him," right? But then Deuteronomy 23 verse 20, it says, "Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury." So meaning it's giving you two different types of strangers. So this would be two different types of Gentiles. So unto this particular stranger, which would be somebody of a different nation, we are allowed to give them tax. You know what I'm saying? Put tax on them. You see what I'm saying? Or however you want to look at it. You see what I'm saying? But it says, unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury. So from Leviticus 25 to Deuteronomy 23, these are the different there's a difference between these two strangers because they're two different nation of people. That's why. You see what I'm saying? And, so yeah, I just wanted to touch on that right quick. I just felt like that was, something that I should touch on, and hopefully it was edifying to the next time I say Shalom.